Was anyone going to tell me there was a new season of Dexter, or was I supposed to find that out on my own? Hello and welcome to my breakdown of Dexter New Blood Episode 2. We got answers about where Harrison has been, Dexter trying to cover up his murder of Matt Caldwell, a glimpse into the new serial killer, and a mystery around Angela. So, let's get started. First, let's get the new serial killer out of the way. In the first episode, we meet a girl who wasn't from the town and was just passing through. Angela helps her out there. Now, the girl is in what looks like a motel room. She is drinking champagne, which I suspect the killer has left there because right after that, she gets sick. Maybe it was the champagne, maybe it was what she ate that had something mixed into it. And that makes me suspect that the motel owner could be the new serial killer. There is a camera installed in a room and we see the shot of an eye watching the woman. She goes to sleep and when she wakes up, she can't find her phone. She searches the room and notices that the door doesn't have a handle. She bangs on the door demanding to be let out. Now to the main story. The episode starts with Dexter and Harrison sitting across a table. Dexter doesn't know what to say to the son that he abandoned and settles on, "You got big." It goes as well as you'd expect. Dexter offers to make him blueberry pancakes and Harrison refuses, saying that he isn't 5 anymore. Dexter offers to make him a sandwich and Harrison accepts, and Dexter cheers up. Eating the sandwich, Harrison states, "You're not dead." We learn that growing up without a father was difficult for Harrison, and finding out that his dad wasn't actually dead was brutal. Dexter thinks that Hannah showed Harrison the letter, but he tells Dexter that Hannah died of pancreatic cancer 3 years ago, after which Harrison was sent back to Miami and was in the foster care system for a while until he decided to find Dexter. The letter that Dexter had sent led Harrison to Oregon, where he found that Dexter had left. After that, Dexter was harder to track down because there was a large number of people with the name Jim Lindsay, as was Dexter's plan. Ultimately, he located Dexter when he found a picture of him on Instagram and got to Iron Lake. Harrison asks why he is living under an alias. Dexter says that is not who he is anymore, and Dexter had to die. Harrison asks further, but Dexter changes the subject and tells him to rest, and he will tell Harrison everything in the morning. Harrison goes to the bathroom, and Dexter hallucinates Deb. She's knocking on the window with a bullet and breaks the glass. Dexter tells her that he needs Harrison. He can control his urges with Harrison around. She grabs Dexter and calls him a psycho, emotionally handicapped and crazy. She tells him that if Dexter doesn't end up killing Harrison, he sure will mess him up. The next morning, Dexter notices blood on the snow and starts cleaning it up when the police arrive. Angela tells him that Matt Caldwell is missing and that he might be in the woods, so they have to set up a Dexter's to search for him. Angela is headed to Dexter's cabin when Harrison comes out. He introduces himself as Jim's son, and Angela is surprised. Angela and Harrison are talking about Harrison's mom when Dexter enters. Harrison covers for Dexter, saying that his mother recently passed away and that is why he has come to Jim. Dexter thanks Harrison for covering for him. Harrison says that he didn't want a cop near his business. Like father, like son? Dexter offers to look for Matt with Harrison, saying that his ATV would make it easier against the snow. We then see Harrison talking to the cop who is flying the drone and learn that he might know something about engineering. Dexter and Harrison reach the Seneca land where the deer was killed. Dexter sends Harrison back to get the police. We see Deb again as Dexter is trying to clear his crime scene. Deb is laughing at him. He plants Matt's glove near the highway to make the cops think that Matt ran away after killing the deer. By the time he gets back to the deer, the Seneca people are already there contaminating the crime scene. He plants the idea that Matt might have killed the deer and ran to escape persecution. The police arrive. An elder of the Seneca says something about how the whole town is out there looking for Matt Caldwell, but when one of their daughters goes missing, they get to hear that runaways come back. Here we get the first mention of Iris. Dexter and Harrison get back to the cabin. They feed the goats, and we see that Harrison is really good with animals. The high school students arrive, including Angela's daughter, Audrey. Dexter talks about how he had a rough time in high school as he was socially awkward, but Harrison isn't like that. He strikes up a conversation with Audrey, who invites him to go on the search with her and her friends. Dexter and Angela talk. Angela isn't upset with him as he'd expected. Angela tells Dexter that she isn't Audrey's birth mother. She shares her insecurities about parenthood, prompting Dexter to do the same. He tells her that he doesn't think that he can always be the father that Harrison needs him to be. Angela informs him that the important thing about parenting is to be there for their child. The teens go to a camp to smoke weed. Audrey offers some to Harrison and he declines, stating past issues with drugs and how he got clean. The teens spoke Harrison about his past, his stepmom, and his mom. Harrison doesn't answer and goes to collect some wood. While he is gone, they look through his bag and discover that he's an artist. Harrison notices them looking through his bag and makes some noise to alert them to his presence. The police confirm that the glove was Matt Caldwell's and that he did kill the deer. The teenagers come back and Angela grounds Audrey. Audrey mentions something about Angela being overprotective and says that she is not Iris, which makes me wonder, who is Iris? My suspicion is that she was either Angela's daughter or sister. It seems that she quote-unquote ran away. Maybe she was one of the first victims of the serial killer. Dexter shows Harrison his new accommodations and offers to answer any questions that he has. Harrison asks why he left them. Was it because of what Dexter wrote in his letter? Harrison pulls out the letter and reads out, "Contact me if he shows any dark tendencies." Harrison thinks that Dexter saw something dark in him, and that was why he left, not knowing that Dexter is a serial killer. Dexter tells him that it wasn't Harrison he was scared of. It was himself. He tells Harrison that he was afraid that he'd pass his demons to Harrison and mess him up, which is why he went away. Understandably, Harrison doesn't understand. Dexter says that he thought Harrison would thrive with Hannah, that walking away from him was the hardest thing he's ever done, and he didn't imagine that Harrison would be left alone. Harrison tells him how he cried every night thinking of Dexter. Dexter offers to be there for Harrison now, if he's willing to risk that Dexter might screw him up. Harrison tells him to stop acting as if he were an evil person. The worst thing that he did was leave him. The search party is about to wrap up when Matt Caldwell's father shows up and asks the town people to help him, like he has helped them. Then, the camera pans down under the fire where Matt's body and rifle are hidden. Tell me what you thought of the new Dexter episode in the comments. I am still going to hold on to the hope that Harrison also has a dark passenger of his own. He's just may be able to manage it better. I don't know, maybe it's the prodigal son fan in me, but I would love to see a father-son murder duo. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time. Sending love. Toodles!